Yo, what up guys? Old School Dane here. Just wanted to announce that I entered Nick's Strength and Power Mr. Golden Era contest. Now, I wanted to talk about that. So I started my prep on Friday. It's Tuesday. I didn't announce it until today just because this is how I got to it. My training has been a lot more intense, keeping the sessions between 45 minutes to an hour to maybe max a minute, an hour and 30 minutes long, keeping like a minute rest time, sometimes even less. Moving through exercises as quickly as I can. My diet has been pretty good. I upped the calories, down the fats, more proteins, more carbs. Gonna help with my recovery, and it'll tighten up as I get closer to the day of the competition to end of the video. And the posing is the most difficult part because I have to nail 3 poses, which is the vacuum, which is pretty easy for me. Number 2, the crucifix pose, which is a difficult pose for a natural bodybuilder because it requires to have big arms, and very prominent feature in that pose, which is difficult to have big arms as a natural bodybuilder. Number 3, the most vulnerable pose of them all, which is the victory pose. It exposes the lats, chest, arms, and everything like that. Shows the real density and mass of your upper body, which is difficult pose to, pull off. And this is the part where I think if you see the thing people are gonna have over me a lot is size, because obviously guys, we're going against people who are on gear. You look at people who've already won this contest. I think it was Wesley Vissers that won the first one on gear. Pete Harwig, I don't know. Was he on gear? Who knows? But definitely we're going against guys who have some big size and have been training a very long time. They're longer than me, But I'm gonna see what I can whip up. I'm gonna pull full efforts in. I'm fully committed. I'm all in. I didn't feel like doing this contest, but I felt a strong calling from God to do it. That I'm like, this is a mission I need to complete. Whether I place or not, I need to make a statement. I need to make, not for the exposure, not for the money, but because I need to show people that we can beat the steroids. Like, that's the purpose. Like, that we can beat the steroids. Like, I so desperately want to beat the people who are on steroids. I don't know why. Like, I know a few years ago, because I lost the contest to a bunch of guys on freaking steroids, man. The men's physique contest, they had so much more mass, more density, size, because they use the stuff. And I'm like, dude, man, if I was on that, I'd sweep the floor with your faces. I swear I would. Because people have been told me I have pretty good genetics, as a bodybuilder right now. But what if I was on gear? What would I look like then? Dangerous. Dangerous. I agree. I probably think I'd look pretty dangerous, most likely. Having pretty good genetics, pretty good size at this age, I look better than some guys who I know who are on the gear, I've seen on the gear. But the purpose is just, I want to beat the steroids. I want to inspire people with that. Wow, like that Chet Jordan thing where it's like, whether you think Chet Jordan was natural or not, I do believe there are some people who have very superior genetics, a very small amount of that 1% that have incredible genetics, being Chet Jordan, that he beat the legendary Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was on gear at the time. That's crazy. That's awesome. And then Reg Park being, the second other guy that I know that almost beat Arnold too while being natural. That's another one. And it'd just be the best thing in the world to beat the steroids and be like, yeah, I beat the steroids. My one prediction for this contest is that my aesthetics will prevail, because I have a pretty aesthetic physique, and the only other bodybuilder that I know that didn't have size, but yet he won, and I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about, is the king of aesthetics, legendary Frank Zane. The only one of the many to beat Arnold Schwarzenegger without a ton of size because of his incredible aesthetics. And I think that's a feature that I have against other people. They may have the size, they might have the mass, but I think I have some pretty damn good aesthetics. And I don't want to say anything about the placing, about what I want to place. I'm going to place top 5, but I need to be confident in my own abilities to do the best that I can, whether I win or not. Because it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if I publicly lose, and I'm announcing it right now that I publicly lose or not. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to show people that you have to go in fearless, without expectation, but intention to do the right thing, to do the purposeful thing, to do the thing you were called to do, to spread your gifts, as a person. That's what I'm going to do here. That's what the whole thing is. This isn't an ego thing to get the exposure. This isn't an ego thing to win the money. This isn't an ego thing to, beat the steroids, to make myself feel better about myself. It isn't. It is to prove a point. and to inspire people and to motivate people to be the best version of themselves without, you know, having to revert to the dark side and using all that stuff. You know, it needs to come back to the silver era way of bodybuilding. But like, it's gonna be difficult going against. I don't know if I said this earlier in the video, but definitely gonna be difficult against going against these type of guys who are gonna be on gear. But I feel like I could stack up. For some reason, in the back of my head, I feel very confident, like that I'm just in a place that I'm gonna stack up against these guys pretty well. For some reason, I don't know why. You ever had that feeling where it's like, I feel like I'm gonna do good. Like there's a confidence that's behind you that I feel like I'm gonna do good. That's what it is. I just feel like I'm gonna do good, do pretty well. I might even win it. I don't want to sound overconfident. I don't want to sound cocky, but I want to be confident enough in myself to believe that I can place, or I can do the best of my ability. You know, bring the best of my ability to the video when I have to present it. I need to push my body farther than I ever had, because whether this is a real contest or not, well, it is a real contest, and I'm talking about an actual in-person contest or not, I still have to go full force as much as I can and present the best that I can on that video. So there's a lot to figure out. There's a lot of things I still gotta do. Not that I'm backing out or anything like that, but there's a lot of other things that, like, there is a plan in the back of my head. There is a plan that is in place right now. But will it be good enough to beat everybody? The plan is, the thing is, with some things, you have to just jump in and be like, F it. Like, that's how it was with this contest. I was like, you know what? F it, dude. I'm gonna just do it. You know, I'm not scared. I don't care about losing. I just care about doing the best that I can and pushing myself. Because the last few months I haven't been, my physique-wise, and I know I can do better. And I will do better. But, just forgot what I was about to say. But yeah. I just wanted to announce it that I'm been doing this contest, and I would love you guys' freaking support on this contest. I would really appreciate it. You know, send me some DMs, send me some Facebook messages, drop some comments, some love. Would really appreciate it, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Like every day, you know, when I come home from the gym, I'm freaking exhausted because the gyms, even though they're like a decent amount of volume, I'm going freaking hard. Like I'm putting every every drop of blood and sweat into every freaking rep, and it's difficult. And I come home freaking exhausted, like just absolutely dead. And even though I'm eating a crap ton of food, I thought I had more energy, but dude, it's difficult. Like I'm going harder than I've ever had before in training because I'm able to train smarter and, you know, a lot more efficiently. But yeah, would love you guys' full support, you know, thoughts about all this stuff. Drop a comment below what you think about all this stuff. Some thoughts, maybe some, you know, anything you guys could come up with, just drop a comment. Whatever. I want to know what you guys are feeling right now. All right, so with that being said, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate you guys, all my subscribers, my viewers. Thank you so much. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.